Well, hello to all my friends back in St. Charles County. This is your State Representative Doug Funderburk from the District 12, wishing you all well and giving you some updates today on what we've done this week in Jefferson City. It's been a busy week, as they all seem to be here this year especially, but one of the primary bills that we worked on this week was a health care bill that involved the topic of what's called prompt pay. What the prompt pay bill does is make the process via which the healthcare carriers, the insurance companies, and how they pay their bills to the healthcare providers, the hospitals. Essentially what you have is a situation where it sometimes would take as many as 60, 90 days and sometimes even several months before the carriers would actually pay for the bills for the services that were provided for the hospitals. So making that process a little bit more efficient and a little less restrictive hopefully is going to improve that system of how the insurance carriers pay the bills to the hospitals, and hopefully that'll have a positive impact on the cost of the healthcare services overall. So, and then the other big issue, and what we've been working on day and night, actually for several weeks now, but the Appropriations Committee I served on just recently finished up, is our work on the budget. As we all know, the state is the state's financial situation is in a pretty desperate state. But fortunately for Missourians, we have a situation because of prudent and wise fiscal practices that were put in place 4 or 5 years ago by your Republican legislature, has positioned us such that in this extreme down economy, Missouri's not suffering quite as much as all of our sister states, all of our neighboring states, and many of the others, as you're aware of, throughout the nation. But we're still in a situation where the governor submitted a budget to us that has what we believe is approximately about a $300 million hole in it, and by constitutional decree, we have to submit a balanced budget. So we're working through those challenges. It's not an easy job, and we really want to make sure that the budget we submit to the Senate is a budget that's fair, but it's also balanced. So it's not been easy, but we're doing the best job we can, and I think at the end of the day, what we're going to end up with is a budget that takes care of the priorities of Missouri, and still provides for wonderful government services and a growing and thriving state like we have in Missouri. And we'll continue forward, and as the nation moves out of this recession that we're in, Missouri's going to come out hopefully in the lead and prepared to get into that new economy that we're seeing come forward, to move forward and provide better jobs and a greater economy for not only Missouri's families, but also for people who want to live in this Midwest, live in the heartland, who might consider moving their families and or their businesses to Missouri. So it's been a rough week, but I think we've made it through, and it's just about the end here, and we're gonna go home and have a restful weekend and start right back up again Monday. So until next week, this again is Doug Funderburk, your state representative from St. Charles County. Looking forward to seeing and meeting more of you this weekend, and all of you have a blessed and happy weekend.